Hello everybody, welcome back to youtube.com/Geek Aloud for another Let's Install. Today, it's the Callisto Protocol. That's right, the recently released, we're a couple of days behind the play here and I apologise for that. But the recently released Callisto Protocol PS5 disc going into a PlayStation 5. Any moment now, the end of year PlayStation Store sales will bounce over once that disc reading icons disappear. And next to Grand Theft Auto 5, and my goodness, I've been getting into that game recently. But we shall see the Callisto Protocol appear. There it is right there. Okay, let's pull up the queue. Let's see. Do we automatically get some sort of day one patch maybe? Just wait longer. There we go. All right, uploads, downloads. Let's drill in, shall we, to the Callisto Protocol. Okay, so right there you can see we have coming in off the disc on the top one is 41.121 gigabytes of data coming off the disc itself. And then, what are we, day 3, possibly day 4 patch currently is version 1.006.000, and that is 19.505 gigabytes. Now, if you're wondering what the Callisto Protocol is, it is, of course, a survival action horror game, and it's made by the developers behind Dead Space. That's right, the very excellent Dead Space from like 2006, 2008, somewhere around there. I played on the Xbox 360, also available on PlayStation at the time, PlayStation 3, I'm sure. But please note, this one is R18, so very much an adult game. It's horror, it's gore, there's limbs flying everywhere, blood splattering pipework. You know exactly what you're in for. I'm hoping maybe at some point we'll get some Demolition Man style action. Maybe a body will be frozen and then a head exploding, something like this. Who knows what we'll be in for? We'll have to see what Glen Schofield and his team have got for us with the Callisto Protocol once it's installed. And then also on Thursday night, GEA's back. That's right, baby, we're back. And we will be taking a deep dive in to the Callisto Protocol in our games and interrogation segment. It's a video game podcast. Myself, Bully and Unky Dunky will all have been hands-on with the Callisto Protocol, and you can get our full hands-on impressions and, of course, footage of us playing it at the time. That's Thursday nights, 8 p.m. right here on Geek Aloud. But for now, let's install the Callisto Protocol PS5 edition coming off the physical PS5 disc. All right, there it is. Installed the Callisto Protocol from the PS5 Physical Disc Edition, and you'll see we got version 1.006.000 added, which was 19.505 gigabytes. And the interesting thing about that is once the patch installed, the other sort of second half of the physical disc install appeared to be skipped altogether. So I suppose getting the patch in advance can reduce your install time in that sense, whereby if the console was offline and we had done the full disk install and then downloaded the patch and then applied it, obviously there would have been redundant data removed. So, pro tip, if possible, have your console online as you do the physical disk install and halve your load time. At least that's certainly how it appears to my trained eye. Hopefully, you saw the same thing or can verify similar results yourself. Striking Distance Studio, I'm excited. I hope they strike me square in the face with an excellent game. Now, I'm going to button over this because it is not a Let's Play. Oh, there we go. I didn't even need to. It's not a Let's Play. Obviously, it's a Let's Install. So as we do, let's jump into the options menu, see what kind of accessibility and other options we've got. Graphics options I'm always keen to look at. Motion sensor and aiming, turn that off indeed. I don't know why you'd want to use a gyroscope in your controller for aiming. I guess maybe if you're a big Switch guy, maybe that might come in handy too. High contrast, combat assists, what have we got there? Not that I'm keen to turn any of these on. I'm sure the base game will be what I'm after. Auto aim, auto dodge, melee assist, button hold assist, that could be interesting. Quick time events, single press, and quick time events auto complete. If you've got some of the old man hands, arthritis in the fingers, they could come in potentially really handy. As I said, I'll go in clean and play it as it goes. Only if my fingers fire up may I come back and turn those off. Nice to know they're there though. Button prompt size, parallax off, screen options, what have we got? Reduce screen shake, we don't need that. That all seems pretty standard. Controller, what's that, just a controller map, is it? Button mapping, inverts if you like. I'm sure all the defaults there will be just fine. I'm not going to worry too much about that. Subtitles off, thank you very much. No need for that. What about the graphics? What have we got here? Performance mode. Now, I personally, turning performance mode on, I would rather a solid 60 frames a second over the visual treat. Of course, it's up to your discretion how you want to run it. Brightness, now don't go off my guide here. I've got two whopping great studio lights in the eye, so don't worry about that. What I'll note here on motion blur, typically I turn motion blur off. However, there was an excellent Digital Foundry video specifically about the Callisto Protocol and why you want to leave motion blur on. So, thanks to Digital Foundry, we will leave motion blur enabled, and as it's a cinematic experience, it's only for cinematic games, do I leave the film grain on? So this one certainly counts in my mind. So, we'll leave the graphics options on there. That's everything we need to check out. Let's bounce on out and I'll pull up the final particulars. We'll get you the current install version and full size of the install. What have we got here? Okay, as we saw with the patch, currently it's version 1.006.000. Complete install of the physical disc plus the patch, all told, is 43.49 gigabytes onto the PlayStation 5. Thank you very much for watching. Another install right here on Geek Aloud. Hopefully you can swing by Thursday night. Check out our video game podcast. That's the Gaming Enforcement Agency. It'd be great to see you in that YouTube chat participating, if you would. Real-time television interactivity like you've never seen before. Come on by GEA, check it out. This is your official invitation. Please come check it out. What else can you do with Geek Aloud? Like it, subscribe it. You'll never miss it.
Oh, that was luck. Hey, that's not it.
I love everything about it. Ooh.
Fire split!
Old Uncle Donkey. Gee, Donkey.